we've got a treat for you. We've got an artist spotlight today. Jim Harris has an exhibit at Center Stage Gallery right now through February 20th, and he is joining us in the studio right now with more. Welcome. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Before we get into your exhibit, tell us a little bit about your background as an artist, your overall style of art.
It's been a long journey. My mom's an artist. I heard my dad loved to paint. I have a few little things that he had done. I didn't really think about doing art until I got his camera. That was something dear to him, so dear to me because it's pretty much a relic. Having lost him when I was 5, it was very important to me, but I didn't know how to use it because it was a manual camera, so I would carry it around. I finally went to film school and learned how to shoot film because we would shoot on 8mm, 60mm, edit on the Steenbeck machines, and I would see things frame by frame. So I started doing that, and it was a way to sort of see the world and hide behind the camera, and you start to learn a little bit about yourself and how you see things. And then I really got into film editing and things like that, and that sort of started this process of layering and really seeing things as a combination of emotions or feelings or things like that.
And there's a personal connection all the time. It all ties together. The images behind us, and we'll put images on screen at points. It's all from your exhibit called "Death of a Normal Man."
Right.
They reflect your search for the father you lost as a child.
Yes. So that sort of expression, they're using a camera, doing video. It just never quite was enough. And then I started writing about it, which sort of gave me the stamina to really edit and really start to put more and more layering down. And that's where this came from. About 3 years ago, I just started. Someone gave me some art stuff, some supplies, and I started, and I haven't stopped since.
What kind of art stuff was it? What were you
just
working with?
some paper, some watercolor, but it's ultimately turned into anything that feels right with it. I like to use a lot of found materials because sometimes you can't afford a nice big flashy canvas or whatever, and so you just grab what you can from the street or a dumpster or something like that. So a lot of it's on cardboard or drywall or anything I can get my hands on, and it's everything from acrylic to oil to inks to pastels and it's more about the process and the quiet, where your mind goes when you're doing it.
And as an artist for you, what's it like emotionally to have your works up in this exhibit and the way this has come about?
It's weird because it's a lot like grief. I think we tend to internalize it and we hide it. I think culturally we tend to compartmentalize it and we deal with it, and then we have to kind of get back to who we are. And this is a way for me to express it and constantly be in touch with it because it never stops. It evolves as we evolve, and I do feel better. This does help heal me in a way, but I think it's that dialogue and that thing. Obviously, with the pandemic, it became a much more prevalent theme in our lives, grief and what we're going through. And so it feels good to let it out and to show it and to share it. And it's great, so I don't have to talk the whole time. I can just point and be like, here's a lot of,
there's my soul.
There's more. It's like there's a lot of it's from emotion and memory and dreams. So a lot of it's stuff that I step back from sometimes, and it's hard for me to even know where a lot of it comes from.
But it's interesting how people find that healing, they find that therapy in the art. Center Stage Gallery, we want people to know 501 River Street is where people can come see your works Tuesday through Friday from 2 to 5. What do you hope they gain from it before we go?
I just hope they see a story, and I hope they see some of the connections, but I hope it also sparks within them a way to see a lot of the things that they might relate to, certain themes. Because it isn't just about my dad, and I do want to say that Center Stage is an amazing space to go see work and go see the performances that they have there, and so a huge shout out to them and Metropolitan Arts Council for helping me.
Well, yeah, and talking about the Metropolitan Arts Council, they provide the 3 exhibit opportunity venues. Center Stage is one, the Mac Gallery, and then the TD Bank Gallery at the Greenville Chamber. A lot of people, how that works, but how important is Metropolitan Art Council's mission and what they do to support artists?
It's huge. When I moved back to Greenville from New York, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and that's where I sort of got back into connecting the art to education because I did the Smart Arts program. And so it helped me work with kids and tying in art with the curriculum and teaching them. It helped me learn about the narrative and the things that we try to show them, and of course learning through all the wonderful people there, Alan and Alice and Kim and Anna as well. Like, they're all very talented, wonderful people, and with Open Studios and First Fridays, there's so much going on. There's so many affiliations. It really helped me get my start, so it's crucial.
It's a supportive community. Everybody's uplifting one another.
Always.
Well, Jim Harris, we appreciate you sharing with us. We want to link your website to ours on accesscarolina.com, and people want to check out your exhibit at Center Stage Gallery through February 20th. Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.